In many cases, they're more Americans than most Americans are because they have done well in school. They believe the basic principles that we all share. These kids have come, they've done well. Most of these kids, there's a lot of them, and they're not just Hispanic, they're Asian Pacific Islanders as well, and they in fact have done very, very well. In many cases, they're more Americans than most Americans are because they have done well in school. They believe the basic principles that we all share. I think they should be, in fact, put on a path to citizenship.
Let me tell you what my policy is. My policy is family unification. What I will do is deal with family unification. I have some idea what it's like to lose family, or whether it's deportation or any other reason. It's tragic. And what I'm going to do is make sure we focus on family unification. First thing I'm going to do is make sure we protect dreamers. I'm going to send, in the first day I am president, I already have it written, send them the House and Senate, a immigration proposal that's going to provide a pathway for 11 million people. I'm going to end the idea that, for example, my wife went across the border in Brownsville with a member of Congress to help feed people on the other side of the border. Guess what? They're there seeking asylum. You only arrest for the purpose of dealing with a felony that's committed, and I don't count drunk driving as a felony. In the meantime, when the Republicans didn't pay fair, the president came along with DACA, first time that ever occurred, and he had a program for family unification, which the court struck down, saying you can't do it by executive order. The fact is that what the president, comparing this president to the president we had, I think is outrageous. The fact is that we're in a position now where, look, 24 out of every 100 kids in our schools today is Hispanic, 24 out of 100. It's in everybody's interest, the wealthy, the poor, Republicans, Democrats, no matter who they are, to make sure this becomes an incredibly well-educated part of the community. That's how every major wave of immigration has occurred. We should be investing significantly for the safety and the sake of this country.
What exact changes would you bring to ICE as an agency?
I would hold ICE agents accountable if, in fact, they stepped over my executive orders, which is no arrest of anyone outside of their school. Look at one of the things that's happening is, particularly for Latino and Hispanic kids, is the incredible pressure on them in terms of their sense of security. They go off to school wondering whether when mom comes and picks them up, is she not going to be there because an ICE agent was there to arrest her. The way we did when we reformed the system with the DACA, I would not retain them behind bars. They show up. No, here's what they do. They show up. Sometimes when you have an ankle bracelet, you set a hearing. We have to surge. We have to surge to the border, to the areas where people are being held. Get rid of all the cages, everybody out of prisons, be in a position where if the most you put on is an ankle bracelet, that you give a date, you're going to show up for an immigration hearing, and they show up.